The NFL owners' meetings are underway in Houston. The Rams, Raiders, and Chargers have all filed for relocation, and a vote could come today or tomorrow to decide if the NFL returns here to Los Angeles. KCAL 9 Sports Director Jim Hill is live in Houston with more. Jim?
Thank you very much, guys. When you think about these particular stories, one word that comes to mind is patience. Patience is the key. Patience as far as the owners are concerned, and certainly patience as far as the reporters here at the Westin Hotel in Houston, Texas are concerned. These meetings got underway this morning about 9 o'clock. The Rams made their presentation. The Chargers made their presentation. And one of the interesting developments that has come out of this so far is that Jerry Jones has talked about the Rams and the Chargers combining their efforts to play at the Inglewood site. Now, a group of owners who went out and did a full study on this have also talked about who they like, and that particular group of some 6 owners say that they like the Carson Project. This in no means is committing one way or the other, because the full body of owners, some 32 of them who are here, including Paul Allen, who you very rarely see out in public, is here. That shows you about the importance of this particular subject matter. Now, one thing that some of the people here are talking about is that some decision could come today. A lot of people want that to happen because you have some owners here who their teams are in the playoffs. You have some owners here and they're looking for new head coaches. And you have some owners here who, quite frankly, are tired of this whole mess. So one of the things that they would like to see happen, maybe today or tomorrow, is that they come to a conclusion and let the lawyers work on the finer details. But I will tell you this. If a decision isn't made by today or tomorrow, there has been some discussion about another meeting some 3 or 4 weeks down the road, and that's something that the owners and the city of Los Angeles, I think, would be very disappointed in if that happened at all. But, of course, whatever happens, we'll have you right here for you on CBS 2 and, of course, right here on KCAL 9.